And it's like every song I'm on, I be calling my spirits. I put my Hublot on rocks, I put Moscato on rock. One front, won't say up. Hey, yeah, I make you laugh when you with me. Know that my swag is terrific. Ain't seen my dad in a minute, but I can't be mad, I got millions. I just put up in the limit, thuggin', so fuck your opinion. I'm thuggin', so fuck how you feelin'. Calling my spirit through my third eye, cause I got tunnel vision. Had to open my mind, then I open the business. It's like you gotta sell your soul for them to pay attention. Fuck all that plan, now I'm grown, I put my heart in.
It's a good man.
Good man, holding the door.
Take my time.
Oh my God, bro.
Held the door for a mile. I was thinking about putting a little mask on and trying out. Make it for the channel, you know?
What we got today, bro?
We're doing upper body push, we're doing push press. We're doing hamstrings.
Not doing that shit.
Yes, we is. So we're doing hamstrings, we're doing push press, and then we're gonna have a nice little warm up. We're gonna do some core, and then go from there. We're gonna have fun while we're doing it too. You know what
Yo.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Now this is what they've been waiting for.
Now this is what they've been waiting for. I didn't tell y'all this when all the new guys kind of came in and we had like a meeting and shit. So I'm gonna let you new guys know for you that's not used to this. The ESPN, First Take, Skip Bayless, and all of them aren't talking about. They'll find a way to talk about. If you just so happen to be the reason they're talking about, just stay into it, weather the storm. And then you see all year they talking about everything possible.
Mask on 30 piece. Got it out the mud, we was serving peas. If you from the streets, you probably heard me. Fuck that, nigga certainly. Catch a body broad day, shoot him in the hallway. Corner one, call away, dump his body in the lake. Fuck around my off day, I been ballin' all state. Me and Brody made a play like the NCAA. Fuck nigga, I'm having no clearing $200 a day. Ducked off, I'm making my millions, you niggas in the way. I tell the bitch to go and shot with it, he go by 20K. I know she kinda buy with it, but scared to say she did.
Shout out, Bill. Going through it right now. It's crazy how you do a workout with Bill and you just feel completely different than when you just do like a bodybuilding workout like us. Training like this is just different.
Sir, good work, my dog.
Oh, that was great work, bro. It's gonna build up, man.
I've been vibing for a reason.
We played fucking Deering Bay to start off our golf experience. Deering Bay is one of the hardest courses in fucking South Florida.
Trees on both
It's
sides.
just super narrow, and it's not where you want to
Water.
water.
Yeah. Shout out to Open City, man. You know what I'm saying? Whole 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I put that up. Shout out my label, that's me. I'm in this bitch with TB. I'm in this bitch with 4J. I just pulled up me a A. Real nigga all in my face. 500 racks in my safe. 500 racks to the plug. What you know about showing love? What you know about pulling up? And Billy Chubbs. Make these bitches fall in love. All of my niggas on go. None of my niggas no hoe. All of my niggas won't smoke. All of my niggas together. We came from the bottom. We used to wear each other. None of my niggas gon' fold. Couple pussy niggas told. Yeah, my niggas no more. Hold it down for the fold. In the 9 with the woes. All on my dog, that's for sure. We won't fall out about shit. Especially not by no bitch. We ain't gon' fall out by hoes. Man said get them lows. We let them go for the low. I got my hood in control. I got my left wrist on froze. I got my right wrist on froze. I got my necklace on froze. Both of my heels on froze. I been getting faded, I'm sipping on maple. If she won't fuck, I won't make her. I don't like bitches, we'll make them. If she want titties, I pay for her. Get out of there when I wake up. I pass the bar, I don't lay her. I'm a big boss, I gotta say so. They'll whop you down if I say so.
I'm playing the best golf I've ever played my entire life. Through, 11 holes, I'm 2 over. It's crazy.
I made a promise my niggas gon' ball. Hard in the paint, change my name to John Wall. Getting off trees like a leaf in the fall. Find a in a brand new bench truck. Hop out fresher than a mentor. Little nigga, but I'm big dog. All I gotta make is one call. Hit a nigga block, took off. Cross a nigga up, high sauce. Ooh, I got a man, my fault. Talking about the shit that I bought. Poppin' these first, I done turned to a second. 100 racks stuffed in the mattress. 100 racks stuffed in the attic.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
I got my face, motherfucker.
They know that catch a bullet. I run that catch to the fullest. I run with some real ones, don't hang with no pussy. I ain't no killer, don't push me. I see how you niggas be looking. I hope you don't think you no bully. I'm living the life I should star in a movie. Riding a vert with a Uzi. Truck get behind me, I lose them. They tryna guess what I'm doing. They tryna guess who I'm screwing. They ain't even they business. They ain't wanna fall with me. Now they see a nigga drip. Now they wanna fall with me. They can get in touch with me. Hardly ever in the city. They just know I'm getting bigger. They just know a nigga busy. I been running all them digits. Yeah.
Sir.
Oh my God, bro. That's definitely the best round of my life, bar none.
My boy, hell of a fucking round.
What's up?
Always a pleasure.
Bro. Thank
Good
you.
round, bro.
Thanks for helping me.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it poppin', bro.
All right, y'all. A little different scenery today, but we back. The backyard is back. As you see, we got low in the cut. And a little golf attire, you know, we just had a little golf vibe, but casually just shot the best round of my life.
Yeah, very casually.
But no better time to bring y'all back in, man. We've got a lot to catch y'all up on. Start of summer, end of the season, all the way to now. Got a lot of big stuff planned.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate y'all riding with us and still believing in the vision. As you can see, we in the car with it. So we got something special planned tonight. So he's going to bring y'all along with us and just chop it up on the ride. So
Welcome. Like he said, welcome. This is, like he said, different. But I'm excited, bro. We going somewhere that, I mean, I'm not really a big fan in this, I would say, lane. But I'm excited to see what's going on and what's about to take place. We do got a lot of stuff in the future that this group, this following, these people, folks in Discord, all our folks that's really following us and staying tuned and keeping up with what we got going on. This summer's about to be so fun, bro. We're gonna keep y'all front row the whole way. I mean, from my camp, I think that's where we're gonna start. Oh no, we're going.
oh man, we got a lot more before camp
Yeah, we don't
too.
even really have
Yeah.
to speak on it. I think we should just pop
stay
up.
tuned.
Yeah,
Stay
just pop
tuned.
up with the videos
Yeah.
so folks can really stay tuned in it.
Stay tuned, stay up to date, and just trust that we've had a plan this whole time and we gonna follow through with it. But speaking of all that, bro, we just got done golfing and just being around you and all this stuff, bro. I have to ask one question.
What's up, bro?
When did you know, or when did you notice, I guess, when you got so competitive?
Competitive? I mean, I would say like during basketball. I mean, when I first started, it hurt when I lost.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew it was like something. Because nothing else I did, nothing else I felt hurt when I lost. You know what I mean? And I was just like, what the hell is that? Just in shock. And then in time, I started using it in my to my advantage. You know what I mean? Like just trying to come with a competitive edge before the game even starts.
Yeah.
And whatever we're doing, I always try to approach it with like an early, often mentality. So, because my competitive edge got me off jumping early, and then it's just gonna be as often as you can think. And by the time you look up, we're up 20 points, we're up 15 points, we're up 10 points. Where I just went on a run, 9 point run by myself or something like that. So, yeah, that's funny. Why you say that?
Because I had this thought, and it's like, because like everything we do, there's like a good sense of competition in it.
Yeah.
And I always had that with my sister, and it started off with me and my sister. It was definitely like a not the best type of competition. It was like I don't want her to do good because I want to do good.
Sure.
But then as the older we got, it was like a very much like I want her to do extremely well, but I just got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
And with you, everything we do, whether it's golf or whether it's whatever, ping pong last night, whatever it may be, you bring out the competitiveness in me.
Yeah.
And it's like, you say it best, it's like I want you to hate to lose to me.
Mm-hmm.
because I know you're competing with me just as much.
Yeah.
But I just see it all the time. I see it when you play basketball. I see it when you golf. Everything.
Yeah. Like I said, I like, as much as I want to see folks do well, I'm like, I mean, I'm a fan of people in general. Like, I have my people that I'm fans of, and I don't want nothing but the best for them. But then when it comes to competing with those folks, it's like I can't turn it off. Like, I really want to look back and see you, not me chasing you. You know, I'd rather that any day of the week. So that's just my approach with everything. And when I first got into the league, I was telling you before, you can't turn that shit off. So when you go to practice, it's competitive. You have a game at night, it's competitive. In the morning you wake up, you got practice or film or whatever, it's competitive on how can you beat the next objective. And then when you go home and you with your homies or you with your folks, it's like, what can I sub that in for? All right, we're going to play Madden. Are we going to play ping pong? Are we going to play pool? Like, whatever. We're going to go swim. We're going to swim laps. Who can hold their breath the longest? Like, it's got to be something. I don't know. Just keep shit interesting and fun for me, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely like a cool dynamic, and I see a lot in you. Pretty much all the, I guess, people that I've been able to be around that are at the level that you are very competitive. Like, Book is all the same way. When I went and hung out with him for a long time, it was like, we're playing 2K, and it was like, do not lose, because like I ain't losing. So,
Yeah.
Call of Duty, all that stuff. So
Yeah, bro.
But, bro, let's just catch some people up to speed, bro. Like, what have you been up to since the season's over, bro?
What have I been up to? I've been chilling, bro. I mean, I took some time off. It's probably a month. Probably been in the gym consistently this week. I started popping, shot some shots like a day or so ago. I mean, I've been chilling, bro, enjoying getting my body back refreshed. You know, playoffs is going on right now. I mean, in our time right now, what is it, game 2?
Game 2.
Game 2 tonight?
I think so, yeah.
Game 2 tonight, so it's not game 1. You're never right, bro. Like, just don't, bro.
Celtics won game 1, so it's game 2 is tonight.
No,
so.
this guy. All right.
Jordan's in the cup.
Yeah,
it's all
bro.
good. Don't mind him. Y'all.
It's game 2.
Game 2.
And yeah, I mean, that's what time it is. By the time we get this video chopped up and get it to y'all, it's probably gonna be game 3. You know, we got a lot of stuff cooking, a lot of stuff that's like right there, needs just a little touch up. But like I said, I just picked up the ball. I've been golfing a lot. We got this Ryder Cup thing coming up. I'm super excited for that. I feel like this is really gonna get us jumping in that side of the world when it comes to production in golf and monetizing in that sense. We got some heavy hitters coming to it. We got the gear. We got the whole vibe, bro. Like, all the fans that's watching and really staying tuned to what we got going on. I feel like this is a treat to reward you guys for holding it down for us and really staying tuned. And just, we hear y'all voices and everything we put out, so it influences us to push stuff out, you know, more to y'all flavor and y'all style. So we're always gonna come with stuff that's different. We're always gonna try to catch y'all off guard with what we're trying to do and how we're trying to present it to y'all. With this, like, we never done this. We never thought of this. We thought winging it was gonna be the best way for us to rejoin, you know, what we had going on, with the momentum we had going on. And then when we cut from here, where we're gonna take y'all, we gotta be a part of it. It's just gonna be so cool to chop it up. And,
sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm rambling, but this is what it's about. I'm excited to.
Nah,
Can't act like I've done this before.
I'm gonna try and reel in everything you just said. So we're gonna start back for you. You said that you took about a month off. So let's start with that. When it comes to like basketball, like being around it now, I can tell that how much of a grind it is. Like, from a fan, you just get to watch it. It's like, oh, it's on TV this day. It's like, oh, you're gonna be on TV in a few days, whatever. That's the games. But like seeing it, it's like the physical exertion you're putting on your body and everything. So my question is like, why, or I guess over time, have you learned that you need that like month rest or that time off after basketball?
Bro, I'm really at the point where I know what it's like to rest and refresh and disconnect, because you need it. Our life's so fast. I look at it like dog years. Like, it feels like by the time our season goes and then it goes up the roller coaster and then comes down for whoever may not make it to the final or a playoff or whatnot, it always feels like by the time you snap back into reality with everybody that's outside of basketball, it's dog years. They're people having kids, people birthday barbecues, school just let out, like all this stuff going on that kind of catch you back up to that motion of what's going on in the year. You know what I mean? You don't feel that when you in it, and I always look forward to that because I know I'm back to my roots. I'm back to my reset. I'm back to what are my serenities? What are my hobbies? You know, now I got the kid and I got the fam and all of that. My little sister's doing volleyball, bro. We're going to Orlando. You coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you coming? Bro, this is going to be crazy. She's serious with that, so it's going to be dope. I see my dad being super dad when it comes to that, just like he was with me, and I'm in a good place, bro. I've been chilling.
Yeah. So when you start back up, we got Bill around. I know y'all know Bill and everything. So we have Bill around and everything. And when you guys start back up, like, what is your focus? Is it like to start just pumping out like weights, or like what are you guys like working on?
Bro, last year, I'll put it this way. Last year I take cardio serious. So for the last 3-4 years, I've been with Bill Burgos. We've been taking cardio very serious before the season, training camp, and all that. So like my first few years, I would play myself into shape, and now I know what cardio really had anything to do with how serious it was to my production throughout the season. So now I take it serious, and last year I felt kind of burnt out a little bit. I felt like I could keep going, but I felt like my threshold was this high because I had that going into the season, and I was disciplined to keep it there, and I just felt myself kind of like, dang, like wore out a little bit. And now I'm at a point where I want to approach it differently. I want to ease my way into things because it is a long season. You don't know what the season can hit you with. You know what I mean? Like the in-season tournament, you look up, that's 4 extra games or 3 extra games onto the season. You go deep into the playoffs, that's to the people that's playing just 82 games, and then you miss 10 games or whatever. You playing 70 games, 70 whatever. Like you get hurt a few games, you're not gonna play 81 full games. So those games add up. The ones you're trying to really put onto your body and perform at your best at, you got to be fresh. And that's where I'm at with. I want to be fresh when it's that time.
So you're starting off more slow this year, so that by the time the season starts, you are just now like hitting your peak to be able to go through.
I'll be in shape. Yeah, I'll be in shape, but I don't want to burn myself out. You know what I mean? Like at that time of the year, the mentality kind of puts you in a place to where you can just keep going. And I was healthy, so I'm proud of myself how many games you play. You know what I mean? I tried to play every game, and for the folks that did do it, I give them a lot of flowers.
For sure.
Easy.
For sure.
Not easy at all.
So to just tie back in from that long stint you talked about, we got how you started training and stuff. But the next thing I want to say is we're in the finals now. But let's just go back to the Western Conference Finals. You got to see a lot of guys in action who you've been teammates for, and you've seen up close grow, become who they are now. The Ants, the Cats, you know, all those type of guys. You were part of the Wolves, right?
Yeah.
And so you got to see them, you know, kind of become them on a main stage. And I guess just kind of walk me through that, because from the jump you always said like Ant was special. And being around him the small times I have, like I saw it too. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think he really came into his own. Last year, the end of the season, it clicked for him. Started taking his body serious. Shout out to Dr. Hines. Just the whole organization gave him what he needed to really take over and take off. And I love where their team's at. Shout out to Cat, too, for being the player he was around and success, because it's not easy to be who you want to be, but for him to still be the player he is capable of and who he wants to be, respect. Shout out to Nas, too. Those dudes really came. They matured their games, their preparation. You can see it. Jaden, all those dudes stepped up, man. Shout out to Fence, all those dudes, bro. Like, nothing but love. Like, I thought they was going to really, you know what I mean? That's a team that everybody's like, you got to worry about, bro, in the future. Like, keep that shit together. Like, don't trade it. Keep it all together. Like, the special mic holding them dudes together. Like, that's just fire to see.
And then to now, like you saw with the Mavs that they're pulling it out. They're in the finals. Celtics in the finals. What are your thoughts on just the finals to this point?
I mean, the league is evolving. And I think this is the first time I can say the finals is weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird because it's not, there's no Steph, there's no, Nikola was kind of shifting us to like, which one of the OGs is going to knock him off, and obviously Ant and those guys knocked him off, and whatever happened after that happened. But it's just weird that you don't see no guys in the finals that you've been seeing the last 10, 15 years. And the league's evolving. These young faces are really putting things in perspective very fast. And I'm excited for that.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Like we said, game 1, game 2 is tonight. We'll see what happens. But to go back to just different things that we were talking about, you said we had Ryder Cup, but before Ryder Cup, we got Ohio State.
We do have Ohio State.
We'll pull up to OSU.
For the folks out there that have been following us, we're doing a vet camp, second annual vet camp. A bunch of the alumni come back. We connect, collab with all the younger guys coming up. We host just little mini events, mini camp, a few days, strictly hoops, open gyms, camaraderie. Shout out to Jake Deeb and all the guys over there, man. They got Ohio State jumping, bro. We're doing it different. We're gonna do like a little day in the life with the head coach and one or two of his players that he's really excited to coach this year. And we're gonna try to collab with the football team as well and show y'all, everybody that's really not been a part of Ohio State. Y'all get to see our facilities and see how it's really being done over there and why we the best to ever do it. You hear me?
The Ohio State University.
Yes, sir. So
when you go back to, I guess, just situations like that, like your camp, and then when you go to like the alumni that you guys are bringing back around the younger kids and everything, like how do you think that's like changed, I guess, over time? Because you're going into year 9 or year 10?
Year 10. Bro.
Year 10.
That's
so it's like you're like a solidified vet now. Like, you've seen a lot of things, so you got a lot of gems to give back to these kids. So like,
I mean, I just never thought I'd be that guy.
Yeah.
You know, you never thought that, like, I mean, one, to be successful, you're successful, cool. Once you make it, trying to keep it and sustain it is not something that comes easy. So for me to just continue to just hold it down, I mean, I'm a representation of a lot of different, things. My hometown, my camp, like, I try to give back as much as I can, and Ohio State's just another way that I can keep things together. Like I said, they got a head coach now that is there like when I was there versus a coach that we got to revisit, like how he did things, because we don't even know this guy. Like, I don't really...
You already have a previous relationship
I don't
with him.
do things like that when it comes to my alma mater. Like, I wanted to be somebody that I know I've connected with, and things like that. So it's cool to see that again. And I'm pouring my all into it because I know I was once those little guys. I was once that nobody was doing this. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's different. So I always want to be different with that.
And then camp this year, bro. First off, I'm gonna shout out to Tone, Brenda, everybody on the scenes, because y'all I know been killing it. Rob, everybody, Zay.
For sure, bro.
But bro, you've been working too. You got a special little plan for us on that last day, bro.
Yeah, I don't like to really talk about it, bro. I like to just see everybody's faces when it comes down to it. And it's always the best time of the year, bro. And then we got to follow that up with my boy Jacob's wedding. Shout out to my boy Mills. Always a pleasure, my boy.
Legacy.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Legacy and the brand.
But then we've been working, bro. Ryder Cup. You're officially hosting your first annual Ryder Cup at Paynes Valley. You've been really hands-on with it, which I'm proud of you and being a part of it. Shout out to Eric
Shout out to Easy for sure.
Eric Alana for heading the whole thing, but bro, that's
yeah,
sick,
bro. I mean, I always wanted to host a golf thing, like a golf outing. Any way we could do it, I always wanted to host it. And then Ryder Cup just seemed so right. Like, we got 16 dudes. We splitting it up, 8v8. You gotta bring a +1. You bring your +1. We split it up. So you're gonna be playing against your guy. Shout out to Richard holding us down. He whipping this joint while we trying to do this.
In the rain, all that.
Take it easy, Richard. No, you're good.
In the rain, man.
But yeah, so it's gonna be sick. What is it? 5 rounds. We're doing a practice round. We're staying at Paynes Valley. We're doing all inclusive, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
We're filming everything, so stay tuned to the Backyard Golf channel.
And we got some heavy hitters.
For sure.
Sucker.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
What?
But it kind of just ties back into the whole competitiveness and everything. But the other thing I want to say about you being competitive is I've really been able to analyze around golf about how you look at things versus how I look at things. And I look at things, it's literally, bro, it's just like I go up there, I feel however I feel. If it feels good or it doesn't feel good. And like when it doesn't feel good, I know.
Yeah.
You are like the exact opposite. You go up there and everything is so technical. And I've known this for a while, since we first started playing golf and I first noticed it. But you're like that with everything.
Yeah.
Like basketball, golf, like everything. You have everything down to it, like a T of why this works, why this doesn't, what makes this happen.
Yeah.
Like, have you always known that you were that technical of a person?
Nah, I always say it's a gift and a curse because golf is one thing that you can't be that if you don't have it. Like you gotta develop it or you just got it. Like, and I know what it feels like in basketball.
Yeah.
So not having it in golf is not a good feeling. You know what I mean? So me, I'm gonna work towards it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to develop it.
Yeah.
You know? And then you see a guy like you that you don't get lessons, you don't do that, you don't do none of that. You show up and just whack that joint and it works out, bro. And it's like you got that it that I know what that feels like, but it just doesn't translate to golf. So I never knew I was like that. I just know I'm always up to the next new challenge. You know what I mean? Like I'm always up to the next new way that I can challenge myself and be competitive and be the best at it, and then bring all my folks in and like let's all do it. You know what I mean? But like
when it comes to basketball though, like even when I first started coming around, it was like I remember we were just like shooting one time. This was in Golden State. We went to like the practice gym, we were shooting it, and you like told me, you was like, I look at the back part of the rim or whatever it was, like little technicalities about that. And then like when you start talking about your shot and everything, like when you're shooting well, you're shooting bad, it's like you're doing, I know I'm doing this, I got to get to this, like blah blah. It's like, but you have it all down to like you can write it on a piece of paper and give like this is
for sure,
the blueprint.
For sure.
And so I guess what I'm saying is like who, I guess, or how or when did you start learning that for basketball? Was that like in the Dion days?
Yeah, I mean, we need to get Dion on here so y'all can see like how my mentor was just raising me. It was like when you watch The Karate Kid and you see Mr. Miyagi and you see his development through Karate Kid 1, through Karate Kid 2 to 3, and you see their discipline with every little thing, and that was me. Like he was Miyagi, you know what I mean? And I'm coming up under his wing with every little technical thing that he knows at a young age. And if you can grasp it, you take it and implement it. If you can't grasp it, you wait till the next year or the next year for it to kick in, and you're like, dang. But by that time, you're 8th grade playing around those 8th graders, and you feel good about being around those 8th graders. When me, I was 6th grade playing with 8th graders, like, yeah. Like, I feel straight when I walk in this gym, because I'm like, I'm the youngest, but y'all got to guard my ass, too. Like, y'all don't want me to get off. Like, 7th grade going to high school practices. Like, I'm coming into practice once a week. When this young dude come into practice, it's like, we about to rough him up. But I'm holding it down, too. And my dad's in there like, yeah, you needed that. We get in the car. It's a lecture, like, boom. Then I go to practice with Dion, and it's like, free throws. Hold your follow through. Breathe. Walk to half court. Come back. And it's all yoga, fucking basketball. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's yoga and basketball. And then when I get on the court, I just feel like a painter. Like, I feel like everything I learned, if I'm not making this, like, oh, because I didn't hold my follow through. And then after the game, he'll text me and be like, you ain't hold your follow through on this. That's exactly what I was thinking. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And it's the same. If I miss a game winner or miss a shot or do something, or he'll text me something and it'll be like, that's exactly what I was thinking too. And you taught me how to think like this, so I'm not surprised by it. That's why we think like that. Like Craig, Tonio, our other nigga that was cold, Keelan Martin. That's 4 niggas out of 15 niggas. And we the niggas that ended up being
The ones.
He'd be like, how many of y'all stretched that night? I'd be like, I made sure I stretched when I got out the shower. Like, nigga, I did push-up, stretch, and toe raises at the couch. Nigga, like, I was on that at the stairs. Nigga.
Well, what did he have you do when you left practice? Just stretch, toe raises?
He was just, like, all about disciplinary, bro. Like, it was stretch, make your bed.
Yeah.
Like, it was little stuff.
Yeah.
It was little stuff that you look up and it was like, I'm gonna put this in my bag and I'm gonna give this to my son now. Like, it's bigger than basketball.
But it's crazy you say
translated.
That because I remember I played like travel baseball, whatever you want to call it, like AAU, but for baseball. And I remember I was 12U, playing 12U, I was 10. And I remember shout out my coach, his name was Jeff Gatch. And he played in the minors, majors, whatever. And he was like, when you go home, you have to do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups a night. And bro, I was just nice back then. So I was like, I don't need to do that shit. So I never did it. Like, I might have did it one time.
I know a bunch of people like you, bro.
And I was just like, I don't need to do this. And like looking back, it was like, I'm not saying I could have gone pro or anything.
Yeah, no,
but
it just catch up with you.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. And it was just like, it's even more. It's just like, it's like the habits that I didn't build back then to like help me get to wherever that was that you took from it, and like now you're implementing it in different parts of your life. You're gonna give it to your son, all that stuff, and it's just I come at it differently. Someone said this quote to me. It was like, people always talk about when the lights are bright, it's like, how do you rise to the occasion? And it's like, no, it's like when the lights are the brightest, you sink to the level of your preparation. And so it's like wherever that preparation is, where you're going to sink to. So your preparation may be all the way up here, and you're going to meet it when the lights are brightest.
So look, bro, I'm in college, and we had like this like psychological event, bro. Yeah. And a guest speaker came in and spoke with our team. This is funny to me because this is all Trevor. This is all Trevor. Before we walk in, Trevor's like, bro, what's like one of your biggest fears? I don't know why he asked me this. And I was like, dang. Just like not being prepared. Like, honestly, like not being prepared for whatever is coming. Like, I want to be prepared. When we walk in, time goes by, boom, ask questions, all these deep questions to kind of get us on they go circle around, ask everybody questions. He's like, gets to Trevor, he's sitting there, I'm sitting here. He's like, so what's your biggest fear? Asking everybody. And I'm like, dang, we just talked about that. Trevor right here. He asked Trevor say my shit. I was like, bro, what I'm going to say now, bro? Bro, this shit was hilarious. To this day, that's Trevor, bro.
That's the most Trevor thing ever.
That's funny as hell.
That is funny, bro. That is funny. Shout out Trevor, bro.
Shout out Trevor. He'll be at the big camp.
Yeah, he'll be there. But he's the most
He'll be at the camp,
ever.
My dog.
Bro, shout out Trevor, bro. He's a real one.
Shout out to all my boys coming to the camp, bro. I know for the folks that can't make it, nothing but respect and love. For the folks that's going to be there, it's always the best moment for me, bro. The whole hood come out, from my first grade teacher to my ninth grade principal. They there is the biggest thing for one of the biggest things for the city, and everybody comes together for it. And it's always a movie, so appreciate y'all.
Sorry for the jump cut, y'all. We had a little battery die by my guy Jordan here, but we got it fixed. But one thing you said about last year at camp that I thought stuck out to me, I asked you, I was like, bro, you haven't lived in Louisville since you were super young. I don't even know what the exact age was. But I was like, does Louisville still feel like home to you? And you were like, bro, when I go to camp and I see all the people that I know from when I was my youngest to now, everybody under the same roof, he was like, it's all family, it's all love. Like, that's when Louisville is the most home to me.
For sure.
And so just seeing all the people there, like your mom talking to every single person because she know everybody, your dad in the cut just being your dad, like it's cool to see. It really is.
It is. And it brings me back every time. And is this year 4?
I don't know, bro. I was thinking about this year 4, year 5.
Year 4?
I don't remember. Year 4?
This is crazy.
Wow.
So, I mean, just to keep it going, I'm always in awe with everybody that puts in and keeps it going. Shout out to Big Bro. Gotta shout out Big Bro now.
Shout out to him, man. Grinded. Got his hands all over doing it right, man. We got 9 minutes left, though. So, I mean,
We vibing. We floating on here right now. I mean, we don't really have no direction. We kind of gave y'all the energy we have for what we gonna present to y'all in the future. Hopefully, y'all can stick with it, stay with us.
We got 9 minutes, but stay tuned because it's gonna be a whole nother level of vibes that we get to this wherever we're going. So stay tuned for that.
It's a fact. But we should wear the mics in there the whole time.
I'm with it.
Are they gonna let you in with this?
We're gonna thug it. Who knows?
Bring the drone.
They're about to ban drones in the United States.
I mean, I don't know how to land this ship, but
I mean, I don't even think we gotta land it, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is ultimately like us,
Yeah.
and this is you, because everything that we're trying to do is we're trying to just build our business on how we live our life, and this is something we already would have been doing. We already would have been chopping it up, probably way more about golf in the round that I had realistically.
Right.
But like we
Bro.
chopped it up the whole way. We're gonna go here.
So
vibe.
8 minutes, and listen, when this cuts, this is how it cuts. We're gonna end this by my boy shot a 78 in his opener. No, what's it called? What did AR just shoot in? What is it called?
The Corn Ferry Tour.
No, he shot in what is
Qualifier.
it? Qualifier. He just shot a 78 in his qualifier. If I knew what I was about to say, it would sound better. But he just shot a 78 in his qualifier, and it's about to be crazy, bro. Like, walk us through like your thoughts, bro. I know you never think shit. Every time I be like, bro, what was your thought? Bro, I don't know. You just hit the ball.
Yeah.
So like, give me something, bro. Like,
So
I'm proud of you, but like
I
deep down, I'm
appreciate
like,
it.
fuck, this
Gotta
guy's
do it.
fucking.
All right.
But nah, for real.
So this is gonna be, I guess, more like golf oriented for the people that know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I was a baseball player that became like that golfed, and so you knew it. Like I swung so bad over the top, and so when I missed, I thought it was like I would miss and I would slice with my driver, or I would pull it. When I went with Kev today, he literally took one look at my swing, and I was trying. This is crazy because I went golfing back home, and shout out to my brother-in-law, but he was like, bro, you're just too steep. Like, if you came more to the back, I texted you guys, like, oh, I can't go steep with my driver. And I went there, and literally Kev was like, he was like, when you come back around, like, more of like a pendulum or whatever, he was like, it just promotes you going over the top because you could just, boom, it's way easier. He was like, when you go steeper, it's like, and you give yourself time in your backswing, the only thing your hands can do now is drop. And so I was up there and I started doing it, and of course I got duffed some, like whatever, and he was like, just slow down.
Practicing it on the court.
He was like, slow down. He was like, when you first learn something, he was like, you go back to that fast speed, it was like you're just gonna forget.
Yep.
That muscle memory is not gonna be there, so just slow down. And bro, we just probably hit 75 balls before we went and teed off, drove around the course 5 times looking for a hole.
Shout out to Biltmore.
We pulled up to hole 6, and bro, I started off with a great drive, and we just played. And I bogeyed the first hole, but then I parred the rest, and I didn't bogey again until forever.
Nah, bro.
So I don't know. It definitely was coming steeper, but then it was still him, like Kevin, like when we were
Course
by the green.
management, when you play with somebody that's like that,
Yeah, bro.
they give you thoughts that you just remember when you're in that
For
position
sure.
again. That
Like-
you can revisit.
Like on my chipping, like when I go up to chip, everything is feel. On that like first swing, it's like, okay, this is what I kind of want to do because I've done it before. I'm comfortable with it, whatever. But it's like if I miss, I don't know why I just missed. It's like a little chip. It's a 5-yard chip. And then he saw it. He was like, oh, like your club face is closed at impact. He
Hold
was
it
like,
open type
just keep it open and don't let your wrist get into play. It's like, okay, next chip, it's 2 inches from the hole. So it's like, wow, that's simple things like that I never picked up on.
That's how you take those mental notes and just revisit them when you're there. That's what I was telling you, like, way back, and you were like, but like, revisit this feeling, revisit these thoughts, because it's something that like will take you to the next level.
For sure.
Consistency.
It also was nice just playing on a course like Biltmore because I was playing on a place in my hometown that was just
Confidence boosters.
it was a confidence booster, but at the same time, it wasn't like golf. Like I never had to like hit a real chip shot. It was just like, okay, like I can bump and run here. That's really my only option, or just like close my club face on a 60, it just hit down on it. It's gonna go on the green. Like I didn't have any like real golf shots, so it was just simple. But like here,
it brings you back to the simplicity of how golf
that's true.
should be. You can't get it there, lay it up. You can't get it out, punch it.
For sure.
Like,
for sure. I think another thing too is like I didn't have any shitty tee shots, and all my second shots were like all my approach shots were great.
yeah.
But the one time that, like the one hole where I had that terrible tee shot, I was in like the fairway over, and when you hit an eagle, let's not skip over that. When you eagled, I was over there, and Jordan can attest this. It was like I closed my club face on what the homie taught me at Sherwood, closed my club face, hit a 5, and try to go in between these trees, and it was like the most beautiful shot I've ever seen. And like the very last little branch, it like caught it and went off.
She was on the green though.
But it was a par 5, so that was my second shot. So I had to go third shot. I had a 170-yard 9-iron over top of this tree, and I'm telling you, like I look at Jordan, I was like, I don't think I can do this. And I was like committed to it, hit it, and then boom, I laid it on the green somehow.
Sick, bro.
And then
I saw your divot. It was a crater.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was Kevin's. I was pissed. I was like, dang.
So we were on the other side on that par 5. We took the different route.
Yeah.
And some kids picked up my ball, and they were like, "Oh, D'Lo." I'm like, "Bro, where's my ball?" He was like, "Oh, the green." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." He gave it back, and we threw it to where he said it was approximately at. And then I duffed a pitching wedge over a tree, but it landed short. And I thought it was short of the green, and it was where it was for eagle, bro. So then I get up there, Kevin duffs it into the sand, and he hits first, chips it in from eagle, like uphill, downward, in the hole.
The green was like this. So it was like a complete downhills. And
Day 4 pins for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys landed on the lower tier where the pin was. Well, you did. Great shot.
I put it in for eagle after he chipped it.
But this dude was in the bottom up here, in the sand, chipped up, rolled barely onto this hill, and then just
funneled in.
That was the craziest thing ever.
Damn, she don't know nothing. Thank you. She don't know nothing. She just said go.
Yeah, she did. She looked at the phone and said, go.
Any major event, this is the finals. We just got a garage pass. We should have got some neon like cameraman like vests.
Oh yeah,
we should just have those in our bags.
Jordan can get in with anyone with that.
No, just playing. Cheers, toast to a good time, bro.
White baby.
Welcome to Wayne's World, party time ecstasy. Higher than a bitch, see young Chris flying next to me. Don't know where I'm going, no sense of directory. Smoking on that shit you can't produce. Hysterectomy, lecture me about my high, I don't want hear it. Tell me about the end, I may be near it, but who's to say who's the nearest? You might be listening to a spirit, and yeah, I might be tripping, but I feel terrific. High feels terrific. You know me, Mr. Soon to OD off Moni or Mo me, motherfucker. I am the ultimate high. High till I walk up to the pulpit and fly.